New unsealed texts reveal a lot about both sides, so let's get into it. Right off the bat, we see Justin's frustration with the entire situation and the people involving. Sony, Blake, Miss Hoover, the list goes on. He said, quote, "Let the fans handle, I guess. It's just crazy. Sony has no spine. And yet Jamie says they're doing their job." Poor Jamie, he's out here just trying to be middleman, keep the fire at bay, and he can't catch a break. I feel bad for him. He went on to say, quote, "I'm sorry, I don't have the capacity right now in this moment to be the bigger person and to do that. You have to remember, it was her betrayal that landed me in the hospital. It's been devastating to me. This message makes my blood boil." So a lot of us have been wondering this whole time, how has Justin been able to be the bigger person throughout this whole situation? If it were any of us, I don't know that we could do that the way that he has handled this. He's showing he has been, going through the motions. He's not just a stone cold to all of this. It is affecting him, but he's still choosing to take the high road. And I think that reveals a lot about him. No matter if his blood is boiling, how livid he is, he's not speaking badly about anybody. He's not going out of his way to hurt anybody. Can we say that about Blake? I don't know. Well, I do, but... So why would Justin be upset? Well, he's giving multiple examples of how Isabella, Brendan, the list goes on. They were all cool with him, speaking highly of him and to him. And then out of nowhere, crickets. Nobody's saying a word. Isabella, for example, in July was sending him this lovely message talking about how he created such a welcome, safe environment, how wonderful he was, etc. Then he also showed that he had a bromance with Brendan. They were friends, having a back and forth conversation all the time. Out of nowhere, nothing. And then you just see him glued to Blake's side in all the press. Disgusting. The lack of spine with these people, no. This text just proves that Miss Hoover has been spending far too much time with Blake because the audacity level is lively. So she sends a, post that Wayfair had done on IG. And then keep in mind that this is after she hasn't spoken to Justin or Jamie in however long. And then she says this is a lie. Please delete it. It does nothing but fuel the fire of what they're saying about me. If it were true, you wouldn't have asked me numerous times about Ryle's role. I have kept quiet, but this is just mean. This is just mean. Did you say that to Blake when Justin and his family, his friends, they were all in the basement? No. You were out there taking pictures, having no problem that there were people in the basement being shunned. Okay. Did you say that was mean when Justin wasn't allowed at the book bonanza? No. Did you say it was mean when you did all the press with Blake and Justin was completely iced out? No. Girl, give me a break. Oh, it gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. She has the lively audacity to say this. Quote, "I just feel like I'm on an island here. When the hate is being directed at me, you guys posting that article and allowing it to fuel the comments is hurtful. And the timing of it just feels like you're worried about your image, but not the women who are behind this story. I know things took an awful turn. And I felt forced to choose when I did not want to. But the back and forth articles from both camps are just so upsetting and ridiculous." You've got that part right. She goes on to say, "I have been disappointed personally by your actions many times. I appreciate that you haven't directly said anything negative. That's how it should be. But you are grown men with a platform. You know how to use it to protect your image. Please don't continue to use it to harm me or mine. That's all I'm asking." So she has the nerve to say that Justin is just looking out for himself and his image, as she is only looking out for herself and her image. Oh, I almost called her Blake. I almost called her Blake. That's something else. You've got to be kidding me. I understand why his blood was boiling. My blood is boiling for him. The sheer audacity is something that needs seriously studied, because I've never met anybody with this amount of audacity to fill the whole room for everybody. Now, here's when I start to get a little concerned about Justin's side. So he had sent a link to a video and he said, "Are we doing anything to influence this stuff, or is this real people helping and coming to my defense?" And Jennifer said, no bots, no fake accounts, none of that. Real people coming to your defense, trust. It's astounding to see an enormous outpouring of support, but 100% real. So at first I'm like, okay, yep, like great, we've got confirmation, no smear campaign, until I saw this. He sent another video, and that's when Matthew said, "Genius, OMG, Melissa, Brianna, Katie, you did a great job with this creator." What do you mean? Whoa. Back up a minute. What do you mean you did a great job with this creator? I'm genuinely confused. Now, I've reached out to the creator for comment to get any clarification on what that might mean. Until we get any news about that, stand by. But it is concerning, we'll say that. Because if you're just reading it plainly, it sounds like, hey, you reached out to creators to get them to post stuff. Does it not? Then Justin sent another video saying, "Melissa, here's your friend. Yuck." And she responded, "Yes, but she's also giving you some good shout outs as well." Again, just more concerns, a lot of questions. I need some clarification here. Now, I will say that the PR industry works relatively the same way. The only difference is the integrity and shady level that each PR agent wants to go to. That's all their own discretion. So is it possible that both sides are using content creators? Maybe one more than the other? I don't know. But this does raise some valid questions. I'm not going to, skip past that because I already know the pro-Blake people are going to just flat out use this as a confirmation. And I'll say there's no confirmation on either side that either one is using creators, but we have our doubts. Even Justin hints at possible creators involved with Blake, where he says, "I'm a little bit more concerned about these TikToks claiming they know more information and have some dark, disturbing stories about me. They're getting DMs, and the only way it would happen is if there's lies." Possibly. Again, we don't have confirmation on either side, but is it possible that they both are doing it? Maybe. It's also revealed that Ryan unblocked Justin a week after the movie premiere of It Ends With Us. He stated, "In other news, Ryan unblocked me and Emily so he could spy on us. She had a feeling and checked, and she could see his name. So then I checked and I could search him. I couldn't search him a week ago." So Ryan blocked Justin during the week of the movie premiere. That way, when Justin is being sent to the basement, he can't, be messaging him or anything like that. But then a week later, he wants to see if he got a reaction out of Justin. This is literally bullying 101. They always want to see if they got a reaction out of you, and they're going to keep poking. Did I get a reaction yet? Have I gotten one yet? Okay, I'll keep going. I'll keep poking. Justin is taking the high road. He's not responding. He's not giving these reactionary articles right back at Blake's. And honestly, like Jamie has been saying, that's the best thing that they can do right now, because they're out of hand completely. You can tell just how Brian and Blake are. They are unhinged. They will do anything to anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. If you are in their path, they will get you. There's no stone unturned. And would you look at that? Blake told on herself yet again. All the times that she claimed Justin isn't producing the documents. He's not producing the documents. She's not producing the documents. They're asking her team, did she delete it? Did she destroy it? What's going on here? Oh, Blake. I truly don't understand how anyone can defend this. I don't know. What do you guys think of all of this? For me personally, I'm a little concerned. I just have questions about the whole content creation part on Justin's end. But at the same time, it's not like the end of the world kind of thing for me, because at the end of the day, like I said, PR world works relatively the same way. So if Blake is doing something, there's a high chance that Justin's team is also doing it, just on a smaller level, because again, they're not trying to fan the fire. But at the same time, again, you can't fault Justin for trying to defend himself. I mean, she is literally throwing every single thing she could possibly throw at him left and right. You guys really need to watch my video about the entire timeline leading up to these text messages, because Justin reveals the whole hospitalization. I told you guys all about that in one of my previous videos. I'll link it down. But basically, Blake was doing something to him every single day, and to the point where he eventually ended up in the hospital. Yeah, I don't necessarily blame him for taking the defense and like finally being like, you know what, I'm gonna ask some people to do a favor for me too. You know, like it's just there's a gray area where I do want some clarification, but at the same time, I'm not completely faulting because I can understand the situation a little bit. But again, it is a little concerning. What do you think? As always, this is all alleged, so take it with a grain of salt and follow me for more.